General Eagler has been defeated. Lynn and her band draw ever nearer to Castle Salem. Within the castle walls, Lynn's bitter enemy, Lundgren, awaits. A man who would kill his own kin for a throne. He is the source of all her troubles. He must be stopped. Chapter 10: The Distant Plains. Lady Lindis, you should be able to see Castle Salem once we pass these mountains. Grandfather, I'll be with you soon. Everything rests on this next battle. Lundgren will not be receiving the reinforcements he expected. He'll move against us with everything he has soon. Let him come. Let them all come. I will not be turned away. I will see my grandfather. I've come too far to let anyone stand in my way. This is it, Eris. This is our final test. My friends, for one last time, lend me your strength. Alright, here we go. The final battle. Time to take out the main bad guy of this entire little story here, Lundgren himself. Level 5 general with 12 strength, 14 defense, even has a pretty decent res of 7. Scarily enough, he carries a silver lance, which is quite the powerful weapon. And he has access to 1-2 range with the javelin as well. With 26 attack, I believe. Okay, Lynn can actually take like a single hit from this guy. I remember in one of my previous test runs, my Lynn did not have enough defense and HP to actually even take one hit from Lundgren. So in this particular case, we haven't gotten the defense, we have gotten the HP. Either way, Lynn's not going to be a fantastic boss killer in this particular instance. Honestly, it's even rough with our magic users like Lucius. With 12 attack on hitting on the res side, that's still only 5 damage. With the threat of getting 1-2 range with the javelin. Of course, there's definitely ways around that. If you can make him equip the silver lance, for instance, like here, you can attack him and then you probably rescue or nails to get that unit out of the way. But we'll deal with that later. Okay, let me go ahead and check inventories. Since this is the last chapter of Lynn mode and the last point which a lot of the statuses of our units will matter for a little bit, we're not super concerned about things. We're no longer super concerned about things like gold, weapon durability, and bits of resource management like that. That said, if we do need any items, there are shops down here with pretty much everything we could possibly need, including extra heals, extra weapons, including some effective weaponry with the Armor Slayer, and with effective weaponry for Lundgren, specifically for Lundgren. The Armor Slayer, Heavy Spear, and Hammer are all effective against armor. But it's gonna take a bit for us to get down there, and Sarah only has 7 heals left, so there's a good chance she runs out of heals. Shouldn't be I don't think it should not be a huge deal, but it is definitely something to think about. All right. Let's check our units. So we get 13 deployment slots, which means we get to deploy everyone. Okay, so then let's check for items. Then I don't think we particularly need too many things here. If they are necessary, we can trade, of course. Alright, we can do some trades. Instance, we can just refresh the Iron Lance usages here. I think Kent could, yeah. We can do trade for Kent with Urk, who has that iron sword. Hold on to that. Yeah, I didn't do a whole lot of shopping this time, so you can see some of our units are rather low on weapon usages. But I think we should be completely, we should be fine. Alright, information. One of the things that I'm definitely going to want to do, Florina is going to be really helpful in a number of circumstances here, especially if I can get her down here and deal with this archer. I can speed her all the way down to the shop to get some of the materials that we might need. Meanwhile, everyone else is going to have to take the long route and go around. So, yeah, we'll in this particular instance, we definitely want our higher movement units up front. Yeah, Matthew's not going to be particularly useful here. Dorcas, since we haven't been using him, isn't going to be particularly useful here. Will is also not going to be particularly useful. I think we're solid to do this for setup. Let's check this range. This guy, yeah, okay. Sane could set up here with a javelin. The problem with Sane is his res is at 1. He's got really low res. Oh, but this guy doesn't really have much attack. That's only 5 damage. Nothing to be particularly concerned about. Alright, hold on. There's also Wallace. Wallace? Wallace is going to be a little hard to do work with here, just because all these forests here are really going to hamper his already weak movement. Although, I mean, it's not really worse than a lot of my other infantry units, so I suppose that difference is kind of exaggerated at the moment. Yeah, I think this is fine. Okay, let's go ahead and save our formation and get started on this final chapter of Lin mode, the first part of the game. Alright. You guys don't have very much range, so I'm gonna go ahead and set... He's probably gonna attack from the forest though, but should be fine. Yeah. Alright, we'll just set Sane up here with the javelin. And then everyone else. Florina, it might be a good idea to actually have her pick someone up and move her over here. But also, maybe not completely necessary. I have to keep an eye out on this guy as well, though. He does have the capability of flying over here and just attacking. Kind of rough, right? Not having, I think not having 14 speed here is the problem, right? No, I would need 12 speed. Okay, so she can double with Slim Lance then. But she's probably not killing with Slim Lance. still 18. 8 more damage is definitely 8 times 2 is definitely more damage than 11. We do need to watch out for these archers, but it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll bring Florina down over here. It doesn't need to attack, I don't think. Yeah, okay. Just hold on to the Slim Lance there. She would be good for ferrying people across, but I really don't want her to be weighed down at the moment. Especially when she's going to be in offensive range of these guys here. But in a little bit, might be a good idea to actually just leave Lynn over here so that Florina can ferry her over. This is a seas map, so... I'll have to see. The alternative is to ferry Lynn all the way around. Yeah, that's definitely gonna take a bit. Realistically, what I could do to actually speed this up is use nails to give an extra turn. 7 movement is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we can just KO this guy now. Potentially. I'm not sure if he actually can kill or not. Especially because 7 speed. He is doubling, right? No, not doubling you. Doubling you. Not doubling you. Oh. Yeah, that 1 extra point of speed. Or actually, no, I think 4 speed is the doubling threshold. 4 speed more is the doubling threshold. Well, maybe. I think it's probably worth using those here. Okay, doesn't double. Doubles you. Yeah, I mean, if we want to clear these guys out really quickly, then we just... Yeah, we really just set up... I can set up in range of the archer as well. I'm not really concerned about taking that much damage here. 10 attack. So 1 damage from you. 5 damage from you. And 2 damage from you. I mean, with 24 HP, it should be fine, right? Yeah. I'm not overly concerned. So we can just let Sane equip the javelin and then just clean these guys up pretty quickly. Alright, everyone else who's valuable here is going to be units like Lucius, Lynn, Sarah, and maybe Urk, although being only at level 3 with not the highest magic stat, not gonna be super important here. While this will be useful just to tank some hits from the stronger enemies, mainly just Lundgren, if we can get him over there. Here. Okay, we can do this. You up, you here. This is fine because Sane will just be able to clear out all of these guys. Everyone else does not really matter that much. I almost do want to just keep Lynn here for a little bit. For Florina to ferry her over, potentially. Although maybe I should have done that earlier. Otherwise, I'll just have to keep her moving along with everyone else. Dorcas, you can visit his house. Oh no, if I don't bring in the laundry now. Oh, hello. Are you a soldier? Sounds like a hard life, especially when it rains. Rain must make it difficult for you to move around. I used to ride horses when I was little. Oh, I remember how those horses disliked the rain. It's better to be on foot when it's wet. Nomadic horses are trained on the plains, so they're better with rain, but, well, rain just seems to make it hard for everyone to get around. The weather around here can change in no time at all. I recommend just staying in one place until the rain clears up. Ah, yes, that mechanic. Rain is perhaps one of the more annoying mechanics in this game. We'll see what it does, how it works here in a little bit. But you'll see that it's kind of just there to be annoying. Good dodge. Won't kill though, but that's okay. Thane dodge is here as well. Awesome. This archer is going to come. These archers are going to come. Advance on us. Doesn't double the archer either. Okay. Those clouds look bad. It's gonna rain soon. Let's go, Eris. We should press on while we're still able. Alright, the rain is coming. The important thing is... Okay, I can kill the archer. That is perfect. How much would I take from the archer? It is effective weaponry. It doubles the might to 12. That's 12 on 4 strength for... what is that? 16? 16 attack on my 4 defense gives... 16 attack on my 4 defense is 12 damage. We can take 2 of those. And we are taking only 3. I think she's safe for now. Assuming that this archer, assuming that we can't kill the archer here because we miss, for example. Let's get set up on the peak here. Take out the main threat, hopefully. Okay, good. Lorena is no longer particularly threatened out here. Okay. This archer is advancing. But he can't really hit, huh? Unless I just javelin again. That could make me miss. Okay, yeah, I'm going to... I think what we'll do is set up here. Attack you. Oh, jeez. 55% hit rate is not ideal. We can give it a shot, though. And we land the hit. Perfect. Okay. Lynn can come up, and we can actually use Nils here. Iron Sword's gonna be enough, yep. Yep. Check out this archer. As for everyone else, I just want to make sure I'm not dropping vulnerable units off in range. I probably don't even need to drop them though, right? Because once again, Sane can deal with this guy. We will just wait then. Oh, okay. Take the kill on the counter. No concerns at all. Alright, I'm forgetting that the javelin is weighing Sane down. That's why he's not able to double with the javelin. Okay, so here's the rain. The rain restricts every unit's movement. Everyone, literally every single unit will have lower movement in the rain. That includes the enemies. So you can see our normal 5 range on infantry unit on foot soldiers gets reduced to 2. Our horses get significantly reduced to a single movement. Except for the nomadic horse, right, as the villager stated, where we get restricted down to 3 movement. And our flyers get restricted down to 3 movement as well. And it's literally the only thing, that rain serves to do is just slow down the pace of your play. Because just all the movements, including the enemies, just can't move as far. So it just slows everything down. It's kind of annoying. But overall, it's not actually anything too crazy, except for mainly like for horse units, for instance. It's particularly bad because there's instances where previously you would have been able to maybe move out of the range of an enemy. One movement means a lot of the enemy foot soldiers are going to be outpacing you. So specifically just for cavalry units, it's particularly bad. But in this particular instance, I don't think we're super worried about it. Okay. Level 8, 73. Yeah, we can just let Sane take the kill here. At this point, there's not a huge reason to drop my units either. Although, in this particular instance, I don't mind dropping Lucius here. Get that tiny little bit of extra movement. Not a huge need for Sarah's heals at the moment, so we're good there. As for Florina, we're still not even in range of you. And the Slim Lance just kills, so yeah, we can just take it here. Probably could have positioned myself a little bit better, but it's fine. Yeah, this access. Look, the clouds are breaking. This rain should stop soon. Okay, it's nice to know that it should stop soon. Oh. Okay, it was restricted. Okay, I might have not. We're actually restricted to 1, 2, 3 as well. 1, 2. Hold on. Sane is restricted to 2 movement. Ken has 3? Wait a minute. Is there something that I don't know about how rain works? I'm looking this up. Let's see. I'm not actually super sure. There's no terrain differences here. Huh, interesting. I'm not actually sure why there's a difference in movement here. Two, 3. 1, 2, 3. But for some reason I can't 1, 2, 3 over here? Why is that? Oh, that is okay. I'm not sure why I'm not sure why it's like that, but all right then. Not a huge concern, but Sane doesn't even really need the heal at the moment. Not that it's a big deal. We're not gonna need a ton of heals, I feel. That's just in general for the rest of the map here. Okay, I do want... Yeah, okay. Lorena, yeah, ideally we don't have her fight this guy over here. She's not gonna do well against the axes, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start flying her over to the store. She has 2 inventory slots, which should be enough to grab a few things that we probably don't even need, honestly. Looking at kind of what we've been using. But okay, let's just move. Let's see. The raid is gonna let up soon. I think probably on the next turn, so we can actually just rescue Lynn here. Rescue Lucius. Okay, I can't visit the village and rescue at the same time. That's not a big deal. We can just nail Sarah, I guess. And Sarah, and then the rest of these units. The rest of these units just don't really matter that much. Alright, rain's letting up. What enemies are down here? There's just a single Dark Mage Shaman down here with 10 attack
Honestly, if I could get Florina down there, she doesn't have a javelin, so she can't counter. But it shouldn't be that big of a deal. We definitely don't want to drop Wallace anywhere near that, though. Near this guy, though. Put Wallace down there. You have Lynn on you. Oh, I know what we can do then. 10 res is definitely gonna do not a decent more damage, but decent bit more damage to Sane, but it shouldn't be a big deal. What we're gonna do with that javelin, you can see this is where like the 1-2 range is quite helpful. And we'll drop Lynn here. You're here to fight Lundgren, aren't you? Do you have enough weapons? Lundgren's no ordinary knight. He's a general. Iron weapons lack the edge to penetrate his armor. If you need something, visit my father's armory. You should go to the shop next door to his, too. They have many powerful weapons and items you can use against Lundgren. Head south and cross the river. You'll see them. Lundgren's a tricky one. He's destroyed the bridge. There's an old snag next to the river, though. If you knocked it over, you should be able to cross. Travel well. You fight for us all. Alright, yeah, giving us some intel about the shops down here and these snags that, frankly, I don't think I'm going to waste any time breaking. I don't really want to waste any time breaking down. Alright. What can we get here? Vulneraries. A heal. Thunder is actually our first. I think the first time we're actually seeing the Thunder Tome here. For a decent bit more might. A little bit more weighty. But since we're using Lucius, we'd want lightning. Which is fine. You can see that the might of light magic is lower, right, than the elemental magics. Not by a lot. Well, compared to Thunder, a lot. And same weight too. Better hit, better same crit. Yeah. I know light magic in this game doesn't have the same benefits that it does in a game, say like Sacred Stones, which is the game that comes after this one. Or like the sequel, not the sequels to this game. The sequel, story-wise to this game is Binding Blade, which is FE6. But the game that was released after this one, FE7 or FE8, where light magic is useful because of effectiveness against the many monster enemies that are in that game. But here, we don't get that benefit. Alright, we give Sarah an extra turn for, I mean, pretty much no reason, just to give Nils some experience. We'll start moving Sarah through the forest over here. Okay, the real question is, do we really need items? Like, more heals? Or even a lightning magic? Because, like, I'm not... I haven't really been using Lucius in this map. He's been just holed up with Kent this entire time. Although he could... I think he's certainly still a certain bit useful against Lundgren and even this guy, right, with 0 res, but he still has 11 procs on lightning. I don't think we'll need more than that. Getting the effective weaponry might be useful though, so We'll come down here anyways. I really don't think we need to buy anything here. So we can I'll just roll and just wait there. Oh, a cav spawned. Just out of nowhere. 9 damage. And we get the dodge. Saint's real dodgy today. But he missed. So I don't think you're probably out of range of Florina now. Unfortunate. This cav is coming up. 12 attack. I'm not particularly scared of you, if I'm being honest. Let's reach. So what we'll do. Where's the cav attack range? Yeah, he has to get from the forest still, so. I think is a safe play here. Iron Sword to guarantee the kill. Sure. The exact weapon here we used didn't really matter that much. Oop. Another level.
Gosh.
There's so many of those levels where it's just like HP by itself or just maybe HP and one other stat. It's unfortunate, suffice to say. No speed. Ugh, okay. Honestly, like, there's a good chance at this point that I might have to rely on Lowen in the next phase of the game. More so than Sane, but we'll see how the stats compare when we get there. Keep in mind that he's also level 9 already, so. Yeah, we can wrap around Wrath. I'll bring you around. I don't think breaking this is necessarily worth it. I suppose we can land a hit. We're not super concerned about too much anymore at this phase anyways. Okay, I'm gonna Lynn over here. Another level for nails. Oh, wait, he actually did. Wait, they actually can get points of strength. I didn't know that. Not that it matters at all, since he's a bard. Bards and such can't do combat. Alright. Okay, we will buy some of these things. Oh, that would be useful. Honestly, steel bow, not that useful. Armor Slayer, don't really need it. We have one already. The heavy spear, though, can certainly be useful. So we're gonna buy that. And then we don't need the hammer because we already have one. But just that one thing could be useful. Now, is it useful for, like, Florina, for instance? No, probably not. But we will see, we will see. Let's see here. What do we want Florina to do at this point? break down this snag. Honestly, what I really want to do is have her positioned to pick someone up in the next turn. Who, though? Lynn, probably, right? I don't want to be in your attack range. Five movement, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So maybe I position her here. Those cows are just gonna keep spawning, huh? No worries, no worries. We definitely can use the Monikatsu at this point. Are these guys... They are Lancers, okay. 8 damage is quite a bit of damage, though. 12, 13, so you'll be taking 7. Probably 8 too, because of 9 actually, I think, because of weapon triangle disadvantage. These calves are kind of strong. Like, interestingly, the calves that are spawning from here are kind of strong. Here's what we can do. Pretty easily, we can just Monikatsu here, just take out this guy. Good dodge. Okay, actually, you know what? If that's the case, if we can get a good dodge off like that, I'm not overly concerned with the amount of damage that this guy will do. Alright, let's take out this... Let's take out this one here. Snag here. So let Kent advance. Meanwhile... Visit the village here. You finally made it here, have you? Such a long way. We're all behind Lady Lindis, all of us. Here, take this. Use it in your battle against Lundgren, please. It's an energy ring. It'll increase your strength and magic power a bit. There are lots of items that augment your abilities. These are hard to come by, so think carefully before you use them. Of course, not using them at all would be a terrible waste as well, right? Items like this might vanish once you've used them. Bear that in mind and use them wisely. Okay, we're gonna have to get rid of something, right? Yeah. That's not a big deal at this point. I think we just get rid of the Iron Sword. Not a huge problem to just drop the Iron Sword. Energy Ring. This is also a very good item and one that I'm gonna want to use immediately, because we'll lose it otherwise when we make the transition from Lyn to Elowood mode. 2 magic or strength from using it. Oh boy, the real question is who do I want to give that to? Dara might actually need another heal. We only have a couple left. Couple uses left, I should say. Once again, the real question though is who do I want to give it to? Alright, out of the units that I have, Who would benefit the most from 2 more strength? Or 2 more magic? I also plan on using. Uh, Lucius, potentially, right? Giving him a bit more magic could help. Seven res, 5 speed, so Lucius does. Lucius. Lucius does double. Giving him 2 more strength would give him to 14 attack. He'll also do 14 damage from doubling instead of what would be 10, right? I do think energy rings are good on units that can double, because if a unit is able to double frequently, that means you are essentially doubling the benefit from the energy ring, right? So units like Florina and Lucius are honestly like the ones that I think would be the best users of it. Potentially even Lyn could benefit from it quite a bit. Because I think Florina's big problem right now is that there's she just doesn't have the speed at the moment, which is a little concerning, having only 13 speed, which I'm not sure if that's average or not. At level 8. Yeah, she's about average in terms of her speed at the moment. Strength would get, I mean, it would get her to a decent degree of strength. And, you know, if especially if I want to be using Florina long term, I think giving her an energy ring would be quite useful. But at that point, then it'll be I will have spent the 2 stat boosters that you get in Lyn mode all on Florina, which, you know, I don't think that's necessarily a problem. Not necessarily the biggest problem. Lyn, because Lyn is another good user of it, I think. Because once again, she's fast, and she'll double, and her strength leaves a little bit to be desired. Bringing her to 9 strength. The biggest problem is that giving Lyn the energy ring, I think overall is going to provide us with less benefit than giving Florina the energy ring, because Florina can just do so much more as a flyer. Like, because if we can get a flyer with good combat, then that'll be huge. That'll be huge. That'll be a lot better than having a foot-locked unit with decent, like, okay combat. Because the real big problem with Lyn, as you could see, her defenses are atrocious. She's sword locked, so she doesn't get 1-2 range. Florina, technically, she's not amazing with 1-2 range because the javelin really weighs her down. Like I said, 11 weight, right? For a 4 con unit, which means you're getting weighed down by what, 7 points of speed. which is pretty bad, right? Losing 7 points of speed here brings us down to what, six speed, which is certainly not doubling any units to have like even a medium amount of speed. Yeah, I do think, you know what? I can spend hours upon hours trying to rationalize what would be the best decision for who gets the energy ring. I think I'm just gonna give it to Florina because she's just one of my favorite units. I do plan on using her long term, and having that extra strength on her would definitely be useful. So I'll take that energy ring from you, Sane. Thank you. And go ahead and use it. Perfect. And now I can just set her here again. Good dodge. Do double here. The Monikati being effective gives us the kill. Nice. Oh, the rain's coming in again. Alright. To be concerned. You know what? I could just lance sweep this to get weapon triangle advantage as well. And we kill. Looks good to me. I will say, you know what? The points of strength might have helped against against Lundgren, though, right? For Lynn. Maybe I should have given it to Lynn. See, I'm already regretting my decision. Well, welcome to... It's not a big deal, though. She has 16 attack with the Lance Weaver. With the Monikati, she will have 15, but this is doubled, so it'll actually be 16. Might on 7 strength for it's mental math. I'm not good at mental math. 8 on, or sorry, 16 on 7 is what? 17, 23, 23 against 14 defense. 23 against 14 defense is 9 damage times 2 for 18. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. The damage isn't too bad. I would like to try and give the kill to Lynn if we can, because story reasons. Alright, let's move it. We are going to basically, okay. If we take out this snag, we need to be prepared to deal with any guys who can come and attack us, but it doesn't look like anyone can, so... we just start taking the snag out. No problems there. Florina... oh, we can get a heal off. I will position you right next to Lynn, so we can get the rescue on the next turn. Although I don't know how important that would be at all. 14 weight. That's weighing her down by 10. Gives her 3 speed. Oh boy. Important is that? Because it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. Yeah, it'll take a little bit to get through the forest. Sane would be good to get down there as well. You can move him over here. It'll take him a bit to get through the forest as well. way. Guys are still spawning in, huh? Oop, nice crit. God, okay. Oh, the rain is up. Okay. That puts a bit of a hamper on things, but yeah, this guy's attack range is also not amazing for it, but it's okay. We'll just move here. At this point, I don't think it's worth trying to pick Lynn up, honestly. What are you using right now? I'll give you the Iron Lance for this. Yeah, we will break the snag. You know, I said I wasn't gonna bother too much with the snags, but here I am taking them down. Oh. Okay, that won't get done. Okay, we should be okay, but that's a little bit concerning. The rain definitely putting a hamper on things in regards to our movement. I'm just gonna buy that heal. Might as well. Just in case. I don't think we'll need it, but oh, we'll grab it anyways. Yeah, okay, this guy does spawn in. We are okay though. Alright. Interesting level up. Oh man, Lynn's managed to hit level 10. And we get another pretty abysmal level up. Alright. Still no res. Oh boy, this is... What kind of Lynn is this? Okay. Probably a regular Lynn. But... Okay, whatever. We need to deal with this guy down here, though. Shouldn't be too difficult, but... Yeah, I'll just give it to Wrath here. I need to put Lucius down.
if Ken could kill with the heavy spear. Probably, right? I would imagine he could. Okay, here's what we'll do. You can take the heavy spear. Also drop Lucius off. And just position you here. It probably would have been better to... Yeah, okay. I made a mistake there, but it's fine. And finally, someone can visit this house. You know, you really should visit the armory next door. They've got all you need if you're fighting knights and generals. You need something to defeat Lundgren, right? Once he's been beaten, maybe peace will return to Salem. Good luck to you. Thank you, thank you. We are just about there, too. What should we do? 18. Doesn't kill. Just barely doesn't kill. Oh, but he doubles. That's crazy. That he doubles with the heavy spear. Okay. Alright. Oh, and we get the heals from the fortress. Perfect. $20 damage is crazy. That 2% crit chance too scares me. Suffice to say. Five damage. Okay. 10. And then shit. Basically, the idea here... Excuse me. I think I know. The basic idea here is we're gonna get chip shots in with Lucius since he can't counterattack because he has the Silver Lance equipped. So we can get attacks in with Lucius. This is my realm, and you've entered without my permission. You will not leave these lands alive. Says the guy who can't counterattack. But we missed. That's okay. Well, that's a lot of experience just for a regular combat. Then we just rest you. And then drop him to basically just get him out of range. So that he remains safe. Because once again, I'm pretty sure that he doesn't move. If he does move, we might be in for a rude awakening. I think all of our units here can take a hit, so it shouldn't be too. It's not too. We're not in that much danger, but yeah. By the way, if we take a look at Ken's stats, Ken just feels a decent bit more balanced. He's level 7 as well. He's actually maintained. Keeping up pace quite well. Compare his stats to Sane, right? Like Sane has 7 speed, 12 strength. we've got 999 speed. Honestly, this might even be better. It's a decent bit less defensive though. Hard to say who's better, especially since Saint has gotten 2 extra levels on Kent, and he's gotten some pretty mediocre levels. We'll have to see which Cav turns out a bit better. For now, though, let me take that heavy spear off you. Getting Florina the heavy spear would be really funny. But on 10 strength, on let's see, it's effective weaponry, right? So 9 might gets doubled to 18 might. On top of the strength, would bring you to 28 strength, 28 attack, which would do 6, 8, 14 damage. It's pretty good. Not enough to kill, but you know, not bad. Rest of these units just don't really matter that much. I should at least move Florina so that she's in range. Right, okay, Lundgren gets healing because he's on that throne tile. With the Lance Reaver, we do 2. With the Monikati, we do 10 damage. At least he doesn't have a crit chance. So if we can get him down to 10 HP, Lin can get this kill with the Monikati. We would need to do a bit of shenanigans to get her out of there if she misses at any point, though. So I want to move some of these units out of the way if we need some extra space. Sane can do 14 damage with the heavy spear. Oh, these hit rates are so shaky though. I think our best move is to just okay, so we actually might need to buy that lightning. Let's grab that. Because we're gonna get a lot of if we're just gonna chip with Lucius like this. Especially since Lundgren heals. Ooh, okay. I mean, it's a useful stat. Let's get you out of here. He does 14 damage, so she will do, what, 12 damage then? Definitely not ideal. And we need to do some serious Nils shenanigans to get someone out of there. You could also attack with the javelin, but it does like nothing. Okay.
crazy that Lin is not even remotely at risk of dying here. So what I could do is just not attack, position it here, tank a hit, potentially. And then I can just move her out and heal, right? We can do that. I'm cool with that. Let's see how this goes. And we get the special dialogue, of course. So you're the girl claiming kinship with my brother. You'll play this farce to the end, won't you, Lundgren? The royal house of Salin has no need of a Sakaean mongrel. I'll put an end to this foolishness here and now. To further your own black ambitions, you've harmed my grandfather and the very land you ought to serve. I have neither pity nor mercy for you. Lundgren, prepare yourself. Whelp. And she dodges. And he dodges. Twice. Okay. Damn, but that means we're like, nothing happened in that combat. Literally nothing happened in that combat. Okay. Through here. Assuming he crits. That's like what, 18? There's no way he crits twice. That would be ridiculous. Alright, Lucius. Come on. Land your hits. Thank you. Fantastic. Oh, and he gets a weapon level increase. Awesome. Go ahead and just rescue. Take. Drop. Standard ult, standard ult. Dave, you have the heal, right? Yeah. That's not what I meant to do. Heal goes to Sarah, not the other way around. Honestly, we could also be just giving Nils some experience. Oh. I actually think I needed Nils to actually do something there, but it's fine. We'll just leave it as is then. Gets a little bit of HP back again. Oh! So much damage! And she's not hitting! Oh, but we crit! That's still not enough to kill though! Oh, the rain's coming. The rain's coming. That's not good. That's a little rough. I need to move her out of range now. I think I have to use a vulnerary here because I don't think Sarah's heal will actually heal all the way. Oh, it brings her to 23. That's just not enough for her to survive. Okay. Defense and res. At this point, I almost... Yeah, because he'll kill. Yeah. I'd love to get Lin the kill there, because, you know, once again, story reasons. So we'll just wait here. Our movement getting limited here next turn is going to be a little concerning. We can get Lin back up to max HP. Alright, rain's up. Might as well, if we're gonna use the turns anyways, give Nils some experience. All this will come into play later, even after the shift, the switch from Lynn's story to Ellenwood's story coming up. Ow! Right? Alright, just a little bit more to go. Oh, that rain went away instantly. It's crazy that you have to, in order to get the protagonist of this game, of this part of the game, to defeat the final boss, you need to do this crazy double heal walking in and out of the attack range shenanigans. Welcome to Fire Emblem. Alright, Lynn. We are max good. Alright, Lynn. You can do it! We need to hit both here, though. Ah, we should missed the last one. Are we in a situation where we just have to hit both? I think so. Because he's gonna heal. Oh, okay, we'll see. We'll see. I'm out of vulnerabilities, but it's not a big deal because I just have the double heal. I think should be enough. Yeah. Gives Sarah plenty of experience too. And Nils. That's another level. Yeah, we do need to hit both. Because he heals, he basically just heals it all off, right? Between these two turns that it takes. We hit a crit like that. Whoa, we crit at the end there. Let's go. That annoying little girl. Nothing but a savage from Sakai. The Salem throne should be mine. And down Lundgren goes. Still no resistance. That was a pretty solid level, but still no resistance. Oh, this entire time, the entirety of Lynn mode, Lynn did not gain a single point of resistance. Alright. We have finished things up. These last bits of heals and Nils turn duplications are completely unnecessary, but experience is experience. Alright. Took a little bit to get here, but at long last, we can finally, we've adventured from all the way from the plains of Sakai, all the way here to Castle Silent, where Lynn will now seize the throne
and we will finish our adventure off. We've won. At last, I can see my grandfather. You are Lady Lindith, are you not? Who are you? I am Raceman, the Chancellor of the Salem royal family. I had received word from Kent and Sane when you first met, but then Lundgren discovered the message and imprisoned me. It is my great pleasure to welcome you to your true home. Thank you. May I see my grandfather now? Yes, of course. Do not be shocked by what you see. Lundgren has been poisoning the Marquis's meals for some time. His body has been ravaged. He's been bedridden for months. Who is there? I said no visitors. I will see no one. Oh, she looks so sad. What are you doing? Leave me to die. Pardon me. My name is... I'm Lindis. Eh? Did you say Lindis? Is that... My father's name was Hassar, chieftain of the Lorca. My mother was... Madeline. I was raised on the plains. Could it be? Come here. Let me see your face. Oh, yes. There is no doubt. You are Madeline's trueborn child. I don't know how I'm supposed to read this. Is he crying or is he groaning from like pain? I'm not sure what. Grandfather! Lundgren told me that my daughter had died. My heir, and you too. He told me you're dead. Oh, this art here is cute. Thank you. Thank you for living. I am blessed. Mother and father were slain last year by brigands. I was the only survivor. I lived on, but... Lindis, please forgive a prideful old man. If I had but accepted your parents' love, there would have been no bandits. We would have lived here together in perfect peace. Grandfather, my parents, my tribe. Our life was one of love and peace. The end was tragic, but up until the attack, we were truly happy. Truly, Madeline had a life of happiness. Knowing that gives me so much joy. Thank you, Lindis. I can die in peace now. No! Grandfather, you mustn't say that. There's no avoiding it, Lindis. I've taken too much poison for far too long. It's too late. Be brave, Grandfather. You will recover. Believe me. On the plains, we say that illness fails in the face of a strong heart. I am with you now. You mustn't give up. You are with me. Yes, we have so much to talk about. Walks to take, music to listen to. There's so much I want to do with you. So much lost time we can recover. That does sound nice. Doesn't it? And once you're well, I'll take you to the plains. I'll show you the endless sky, the oceans of grass. I want you to know the lands my mother loved so much. The lands Madeline loved. You're right. I still have quite a bit of living to do. You can do it, Grandfather. Lindis. Lady Lindis, do you honestly plan on remaining here? Tell me, truly. Yes, until my father is well. I can't leave him now. I won't. The physician says that Lord Houston looks like a new man. It's like he was never ill. And it's all thanks to you, milady. He's the only family I have left. I want him to have a long life. Lady Lindis, what is it, Florina? I've been taken into service by House Salin. From here on, Lady Lindis, we'll be together, always. Really? Oh, that pleases me so, but... Please don't call me Lady Lindis. For you, I'm still just Lynn. My Pegasus and I fly for your house now. I am your servant. There are rules to follow. Florina, I'm happiest when I'm with you. That's more important than how I address you. Please. I suppose I'll just have to get used to it, right? Very well, I understand. Oh, thank you. I do love you, Lynn. Oops, I mean, Lady Lindis. Oh, Florina. Lady Lindis, I've decided to stay too. Will? Weren't you planning on returning home? Well, I was, but I've grown quite fond of Lindis's legions, you know? I couldn't possibly leave everyone behind. I'll send word to my family regarding my decision. I'm pleased to have you, Will. Thank you. Thank you, milady. Eris, you're leaving, aren't you? No, I'm not asking you to stay. It's just, I'll miss you. When I found you unconscious on the plains, I had no idea we would be together for so long. You've helped us so much, and I'm sure you've learned all you can from us. You'll do just fine on your own. I have the utmost faith that you'll be a master tactician, Eris. That's from someone who's seen you at work. Well then, take care. Take care, Lynn. I hope I can see you again. I'm sure that I will someday. With that, we say our farewells. And that wraps up Lynn mode. The first 10 chapters of the game, plus one extra guided chapter. So not too much to say on Lin mode, I guess. Overall, it does serve more as a tutorial mode than anything else. So difficulty-wise, it's really not much to... There's not much to say about it. It's not particularly difficult, especially on normal mode. I think it does a pretty good job of teaching you the basics. Although there are plenty of more advanced things that it doesn't go over. In regards to the story, I think the Linmo story it's good. It's nothing particularly groundbreaking, I would say, but it is, you know, for the short length of this particular part of the game, I think it does the job. And of course, it does introduce you to some really iconic Fire Emblem characters, especially Lyn, right? Lyn is, I would think, probably one of the more iconic and popular Fire Emblem characters. To, I think, good reason. She's a good character with pretty solid characterization. Pretty unique, and I think a character design that stands out. As a unit, gameplay-wise, she is, maybe not the strongest, as you've seen. Especially the way my Lyn has turned out with having 0 points of res the entirety of Lyn mode is crazy. Especially since she got all the way to level 11. We got her all the way up to level 11. But it is what it is. Stuff like that comes with the territory with Fire Emblem. That said, now that with Lyn mode complete, I'm definitely very excited to move on to kind of the real meat and potatoes of this game, of Blazing Blade. Yep, so here ends Lyn's story. We are going to go ahead and save our progress here. And yeah, that wraps up Lyn mode. Yeah, going forward, so that's the end of the first part of the story. Next, we'll be diving into Elliewood mode. Things are gonna take a big shift. On the characters we get access to are gonna completely change right from the beginning. And we will begin a new tale, a grander tale. So yeah, with that, we'll wrap things up with Lin mode here.